My handle on Instagram is importation blueprints underscore two, or I own two accounts here. One is for backup and the other one. I typed on both the other time. I don't know if you noticed. So without wasting our time, why the reason why we are here is to like we are trying to know more about exploring a new business opportunity if you have not been doing that before. And I know most of us who are here are already running business. There is something new about what I will be saying, but the strategy or the process of doing it is what is different. There is nothing like new under the sun. You get it. So I will start with introduction to mini importation, how the whole process works. Then I will use China importation as an example because you can literally import different kind of goods from other countries too. But the China one is more popular, and I will just use that as an example just for this lecture. So I believe we are we are with me, right? So
Yes, we are with
when
you.
where we'll be going is not far. It is where we branch that it's many. You get it? Because I cannot just explain everything right here and we grab it takes a little bit process, especially for beginners. So I'll be touching some important points that I know that it will make it clear to you guys. Then we take in more questions too so we can actually be on each other's page. So, mini importation as it said is a business model where you can actually import things from China and bring it in the country, then resell. So, this kind of business model is already in existence. It's something like you go to the market, you buy pieces of clothes at the rate of 2,000 naira, then you go back to your store at your hometown and resell at 3,500. That's literally what you'll be doing in mini importation or importation in general. But instead of going to that market that you'll be going now is another country. And why are we doing this? Because most African countries, not Nigeria alone, we we are mostly importers. We do not produce most of what we use on a daily basis. Okay, so it's not that we are doing ourselves something bad. It's what our country is. We are not that kind of exports country. We are more of imports. So we as importers, that's where our business surroundings. That's where we are eating from. Like okay, this particular store, if we can import them, then we should be able to resell at affordable price. So there are different reasons why we can import. Because mostly things that we import to, they can be locally made, but because of our country power, or we cannot just see that kind of products anywhere, and also we choose to import them. So that's one of the reasons. And for business purposes, everyone wants to make profit. We want to gain. Okay, we want to gain. We want to do business and make profit. That's why we are here. Okay, and like I said, it's a business model that is already in existence. It's just simply buying and selling. I buy at 2 naira, I sell at 4 naira. It's very simple. But the process of you getting that product is what we'll be talking about, that you import them in instead of going to the nearby market and buy them. Because just look around you, almost everything you use, almost if not all, 90% of what we use on a daily basis is being imported by one person or the other, by a company or the other. So that's just it. So it's a very lucrative thing for you to start if you have not been into it before. That's not a problem. Okay, because there are different reasons why people are not joining the importing gang, a lot of reasons, but it's something that you can literally explore. Okay, so that being said, I've explained how many importation goes, why you need to import, and what you can import. So you can import a lot of things. Just look around you. Okay, like a lot. There are thousands of products out there that you can import. So take for instance, if you want to start, let's say you want to start now as a beginner. Let's say I've not been into the business before. Uh, a product either adds to people's ego, that's like it adds to their existing ego, or it solve a problem. So a product, for example, that solve a problem, like this time around that there is extreme heat, right? Extreme heat period right now. Like people are feeling heat. So there is all these small fan, all these small fan that they used to use at the wedding, where all these bridal that used for their makeup. This the most like the item that kind of product will be selling. If you have that in stock now, this is your high time to make a lot of profit on it because people are feeling it. They need like temporal solution. Not all of them can avoid generator. Not all of them can avoid AC. Mostly students. So this kind of item that kind of product will be selling. But if you are not in that niche, that's not a problem. You can literally sell other products too. So I'm just using that as an example that a product that you are selling, you are just not selling it. You are meeting or solving a problem along the line. Okay, so that's kind of product that work. And they are product that they are just adding to fashion. Okay, people just want to get that kind of product just to boost their ego, that kind of maybe all these expensive wigs. Okay, people just want to show off for no reason. It's their money. Do you get it? So they just want to show off for no reason. There is nothing, what's it called, bad in doing that. Your own is to find what people will literally pay for. There are a lot of products that are eyes catching, but they won't sell. So, as a beginner, you don't want to make that mistake of just importing and keeping them on ground. Then you use your money to tie one product down and it's not selling. You want to make sure anything that you'll be going into will be a fast moving product. So, on what to sell or a niche to go into, there are thousands of niches that you can go into, thousands of them. Like you can fashion, machine, just look at ring light. The setup, the little light that you add up to just make this video look vivid like this. There are people that buy it from tripod, content creating stuff, anything like just look around you. So you decide what to sell. And if you are someone that are already into business, like there are a lot of people that are already into business, like you have already started sourcing that kind of product from a nearby vendor, or you go to all these popular vendor to source for them. There's no need in moving from one niche to another. Since people already know you for that particular product, then you can just switch, just like you changing the supplier for that product. And why are you doing that? You want to gain more. So that's just the reason why. So I've talked about the type of products you can import, and I want to move to the capital. So how much can you use to start this business? And when I'm doing the introduction the other time, I use the word mini importation. You get it? I don't want us to go one kind larger until I import container, until I import half container of goods before I can be an importer. That's why we use that the word mini, like the mini. You can start very small, okay, and grow. Because this whole thing is you have to see it like you are starting a business. Like everything will not just be booming that moment that you start. So if you are someone that does not have that kind capital capability, you know, anything 100 to 200K is okay. 100 to 200K. And something about capital is that the product that you want to sell, the niche that you want to go into will determine the kind of capital that you will gather. So, for instance, now, someone that wants to sell the kind of product that I explained the other time, that mini fan, the landed cost of that mini fan, let's say it will be costing you 3,000 naira only, and you want to import just 20 pieces. So, 3,000, 3,000 times 10 now will be around 30,000. So, like 60K now will start just the capital of that fan, 60,000 naira or less. So compared to you that you want to start with, let's say Uma Air, or you want to start with, let's say smartwatch. Do you get it? So landing cost of a smartwatch can be up to 20K just per one of a smartwatch or a wristwatch or a t-shirt or anything. It can be 20,000 naira per one. So someone that is starting with just one unit that costs 20,000 naira per one will be spending more on capital than someone that the product landing cost is just 3,000 naira. So that's the difference on capital. The products that you want to import, will determine the capital that you need to start. So I cannot just tell you that go and gather 500,000, go and gather 600,000. It doesn't work that way. We look if you are dealing with this kind of it's just simple mathematics. Your purchasing power will determine the kind of capital that you will use to start. So someone can start with 50K. If you see someone that tell you can start with 50K, they are not lying. If someone tell you you have to bring 1 million, they are not lying. So based on the content that like the person the lens that they need to see it. So that's on the capital. Okay. So and like I said the other time, I will be using China importation as an example. Okay, because I want to somehow go into details just to explain the whole process, like step by step on how it goes. Though you can import from Turkey, you can import from Bangladesh, you can import from Vietnam, India, what's it called? Dubai. So there are a lot of countries that you can import from. But what makes China unique is not that their products are really cheap, but China has more production power than any other country in the world. That's like the truth. Almost the iPhone you are using, the gadget that you are using, they are being manufactured in China. Like iPhone, for example, now, if you check the back case of iPhone will tell you it is only assembled in California. It is manufactured in China. So that purchasing power, like the manufacturing power of China, make them far in production than any other country. So you have more product choice when you shop from China. And so like all these UK used phone that they say they bring from UK, all these Dubai or Dubai. So although each country has what they are good at, like Bangladesh, for example, is good in all these children wears and wears entirely, like all these events. They are very good on that. Okay, but most of them don't have the capability to produce any other thing than that product that they know them for. So China has like machines that you see around you and other stuff like that. Just look around you that even the real what's it called? The rail station, the railway that are being made in the country are being done by these Chinese. So they are advanced in technology and any other area aspect of life. So that's why you have, if you go to China or you are just starting, you want to explore, China will give you more products option. Like you are not limited to, unless, like I said, you have already been selling. Like someone, if someone wants to go into children wears or any other stuff, now I can just recommend that they start with maybe Vietnam or Bangladesh. You are strictly going into Vietnam, what's it called? You are going to children wears. You already know what, but someone that wants to explore, you want to know, okay, I've not decided my niche yet, or I want to go into machine, I want to go to into printing. So, like a few years back, that I'm active into all this printing stuff too. Most machines, most material that we use are being sourced from them. That you cannot just easily see those materials around. They are not locally produced. They are being imported. That's the only way. So I'll be using China as an example, and I will touch some other parts that are related to importation, to like pricing of your products, marketing, and follow up that kind of thing. Because if the main aim of you buying is to sell, so by the time you do not take care of marketing or just simple content creation to like just push your products, you are just like any other person. So we want to advance more than we just posting on our WhatsApp or we just posting on Instagram. So we uh, exploring other marketing platforms too. That okay, so I'm able to set up something like this. And the important one of the sweet thing about this thing is that you don't have to have a shop. If you have a shop, it's a bonus for you. That's it's e-commerce generally. So just look like you are shopping from Jumia or this popular website. Even website is part of what we'll be talking about. Website creation, and we all have what's it called? Our capability is different. So you can be someone that can bring in goods in a large quantity and want to set up a website. But as a Nigerian, how are you know that we like doing business off the site than on the site? Nigerians will prefer to transfer money to you than go and swap their card. You know that you are doing business online. So you have to study the purchasing power of people that you are dealing with. Like, me pull my ATM, no, I can't do that. But to transfer that money, they can do it. So if you are not website person or you are not an influencer that they already trust you with their card, that if you do anyhow, they'll come and drag you, then you might just want to start from just normal marketing. You don't you don't have to have a shop. Like a product that I'm selling now, if I ask a shop to me, just like, okay, maybe I just want people to, okay, come and pick up. There are things like that. And most of us they are already good at offline marketing. There is huge gap between offline marketing and online marketing. As a person, I'm not good in offline marketing. I don't like customer walking and dragging price with you. I don't like it. Once I set my product online, 25K, 25K. Don't stress. All these markets dragging, I'm not really that kind of person. So if you are offline, you are already good at offline marketing and you want to come online, you have just like you have double chance, like you have double opportunity. So China, for example, let's use China for example. I'm not saying you cannot import from any other country, but I just want to be specific about China because it's one of the process that is very diverse. China is very deep than any other country. Other countries are very straightforward, just get this contact, right contact, right one. Okay. So China, for example, like for Nigeria now that we have Jumia, China also have e-commerce platform, different e-commerce platform that serve different purposes. Okay, so one of them is Alibaba. I believe most of us are familiar with Alibaba because we are an international app. You can just place, you can place order on Alibaba and you can get it in your own country. So Alibaba is set up in a way that you can import from any part of the world. Okay, you can import from any part of the world and it will get to your doorstep. Okay, that's how they operate. But apart from Alibaba, we also have 1688. That 1688 staff like their own Jumia. So if you go to Jumia now, they say jumia.com.ng. So anybody that wants to visit Jumia outside Nigeria cannot visit that side because of the NG. That NG there is Nigeria. But they also have Jumia in Ghana. Jumia does not operate only in Nigeria, it operates in other some African countries. But I know of Ghana, I'm sure of Ghana, they operate in Ghana too. So once it's stated as well have their own e-commerce that serve their local market. So because once city.com serve their local market, if you want to buy from that website, then you will have to deliver inside China. So, for instance, you cannot just buy on that platform and say you want to export to your country directly. They don't do that. So, if you are buying on that platform because it's a local market and they can only deliver inside China, you have to have someone inside China that will collect those goods on your behalf. That's where all those agents comes in. So someone that that's their own business. That's what they do. They help you collect goods. That okay, you have a supplier that you already trusted. Okay, fine. How much? How many are you buying? I'm buying 20 cartons. We will receive these goods on your behalf and send it to Nigeria for you. There are some that they can only receive goods, they cannot send. They don't have that license to export outside of China. So those that have license to receive and also export, they are what we call procurement and shipping agents. Okay, they can collect goods on your behalf inside China and also export it to your country. So they did not only operate in Nigeria, they mostly African countries, Ghana, Cameroon, Kenya. That's how they work based on the agent. Okay, so you can see a shipping company that delivered to Ghana, that delivered to Cameroon, that delivered to Nigeria from China. So each company, that's the business that they do. That's one of the business. And as an importer or you are into importation, that's one of the ways that you can also make money to help people buy. Like if you have the capacity, you can just travel to Ghana, to China right now, set up your business. That okay, I want to register my business to be helping people to buy. Okay, that's one of we have a lot of people that do that. Like a lot of that's one of the ways of making money there. Though. So that being said, you get the person to receive the goods on your behalf. They receive that goods. Okay, each goods from China has tracking number. They have see technology is very important to them. There that any movement of goods that is going, they register it on their website, so you can literally track where the goods is. If it is at the warehouse of the person that you want to send it to, or it has not reached the supplier side. So if the person will receive the goods on your behalf, note they are not playing the role of checking the quality of the goods or if it's complete or not. Okay, so when you are buying on that website, that's where the training comes in. There are steps where you can able to know, okay, this who to chat with, this who to relate with, this the store to open, this is not a store to open. Because believe it or not, Nigeria is not only the scamming country in the world. Scammers are everywhere. So even in China, they have a lot of scamming people there. Like they will just set up fake shop for you. You enter, you pay, till your money will just disappear. So to know who to track on the website, how to go on the website is a training on its own. But like it's a deep training on its own. How to note a quality seller that you will not just go and buy and they will deliver any other thing for you. So you might be seeing people lamenting China products are fake, these are that. China products are not fake. They have products for each price. Let's say a phone now, if you say you want, each supplier might just put the same phone with different prices. So if you think you are getting it at a cheaper rate, you might be very careful. We all know, fine, you are trying to buy from China to get it cheap, but you have to be extra careful not to be too greedy. You cannot be buying something at 100 naira and say you want to sell at like 150K. That's outrageous. So you have to be very contented. Okay, if I'm buying this phone that I know that is not less than 200K and I'm seeing it at the rate of 20,000, I must be very careful that kind of offer. So if you take the bait, you might just lose that money. So that's how it goes. Some people might pay less for a product and expect the product to be quality. And I used to tell people, although they don't want to accept it, quality and cheap, they don't believe in, they don't belong in the same sentences. You want quality and cheap. That word is just word and opposite. Do you get it? So most people that wear fake stuff, we all know that na fake they wear. Once it's spoiled, we will go buy another one. That's not a problem for us. But to be claiming you pay cheap price for a quality, it does not happen that way. So um you find a reliable company that you work with to receive the goods on your behalf. That's when you have already trusted the seller. That note that word, trust. You have already trusted the seller using different methods. Okay, different methods you can use to do that. So it can be that someone already buy from that particular seller. So let's say if you want to go into that kind of business I do now, I can just meet you up that okay, I cannot get your supplier. Like, can I get someone that you are buying from? That's where all those direct contact comes from. That okay, I cannot just give you my plug. Like I already have plug in China that supply me this. I cannot give you my plug. That's where direct. So if you already have someone that's already said that, so and can give you direct contact with that, okay, this is where you shop from. It's a very easy way and very convenient way for you to do. But if you are just starting, you might be having problem with who to do business with. Okay, generally, that's how it goes. So they receive that cost, the shipping company receive the goods on your behalf and they process shipping. Now, there is difference between what we call pricing, the price cost, the local shipping or freight, or and the international shipping. And the international shipping as well have different categories, which I will move into very soon, so we can just understand how shipping works. Okay, so the pricing of the product is the price you are paying for a product. So someone can just say, the price of this product is 20 naira. So, like when you are sending goods inside Nigeria now, if you want to send goods to someone in Kano, let's say you are in Lagos and you want to send someone to you want to sell goods to someone in Kano, that local logistics, they will also charge you for that. Depend on how far the person that will receive the goods on your behalf and the person that will send you outside China, how far they are, and the what is it called? The level of the goods that you are buying. So that's what determines local shipping. But it's not something that is that kind of outrageous. It's just like normal charging for local all these local stuff that they do. So pricing the that local shipping is also known as price. So you can see people say local shipping, you can see them say freight fee, that kind of stuff. So it's at the same as saying local shipping, the way the local one inside China, because most people used to mix them together that they will say that local shipping that they are talking about, are they paying the shipping fee already? So the difference is clear. You have to be careful on that part. So the price of the product, the local shipping is there. So we have what we call landing cost too. You see the price of the goods, the local shipping, the international shipping fee, all of them together, including the money that you pay for that product to reach you inside Nigeria. You know, what when the goods reach Lagos or Abuja or Onitsha, if you are not in this mentioned state, then you have to waive that product and they will charge you. So if you are not someone that stayed there, then that should be in your calculation when you are buying goods from China. The total cost, the landing cost, every single naira that you pay to bring that goods to your location for reselling is the landed cost. So I've talked about the pricing and I'm moving to shipping now. Like you already find the right supplier, you already find the right shipping agent. Now you want to know how shipping works. Shipping works in different ways. We have two type of shipping. We have the air and the sea. They are very straightforward, like their name. The air go through the air and is the fastest. The sea go through the sea and is the slowest. So that one that comes through sea, because it takes time to arrive, it is the cheapest. It takes like 2 to 3 months for it to arrive. But if you are using air, depends on the product. Also, we have what we call special goods and normal goods. Those normal goods are goods that does not use battery. They are not easily breakable. Okay, that you can just pack them anyhow. Example is let's say something like car. You know you can easily squeeze cap now. But if it's something that let's say a mug now, a cup mug, you cannot just undo mug like you undo cap. So that kind of mug now belongs to special goods. We call them special goods or battery goods or goods that use battery and they can if you store a battery goods in an enclosed environment for a long time, they can explode. So they are very careful on how they package them. So that's why we call them battery goods or special goods, and the one that is normal goods is called normal goods, just normal. So you are importing special goods, you'll be paying more than someone that is importing normal goods. So you see the difference now. Because the way they package them and the special treatment that they give them, that's what makes them different. So um type of goods, we talked about that one. Then the type of air shipping as well. Okay, air shipping has two types too. We have the express air shipping, and we have the normal air shipping. That express air shipping is the most fastest one because recently, most shipping company does not offer it because it's very expensive. So if they receive your goods, let's say on Friday, you will receive your goods in Nigeria by Monday. That's how fast it is, but it's very expensive. And most shipping company does not offer it recently. I don't know. They have to check the cost because of the inflation and everything that is going on. So on the other hand, for the sea shipping used to take like 2 3 months before it arrives, but it's very cheap. Okay, and if you want to use sea shipping, you're already sure that your what's it called? Your goods are heavy because sea shipping is not calculated based on kg, it's not calculated based on how heavy your goods is, but on how the space, how big it is, the space that the goods occupy inside the container. So you might see people saying half container, they import half container, all these big importers, like some of them are billionaires, though. Those big importers that they now container they bring in. So then that the container already has its own dimension. So some can say, or four people can just gather money to bring in a container of a particular product. So those kind of people too, when I'm talking briefly on pricing, you cannot compete price with them. So that's why everything is stage by stage. So sea shipping, then air shipping is the mostly used one by kg on how heavy your goods. So someone that imports airport now, airport is it's very light product. You get it, it's very light. And someone that okay, let's say this smartwatch, for example, now this around 0.5 kg. That's around 500 grams. Because 1,000 gram weight a kg. So just normal simple math. Okay. So if I say 0.5, that's around 500 grams. So someone that imports that, or someone that imports blender, we have people that are into kitchen utensils, all these pots. So you might also want to consider that based on your area and your selling power. So kg if you are importing using air, and sea shipping is calculated by the CPM. We are using that. So that being said, let's move further. Okay. So what determines the shipping fee range from the shipping rate, as of that time, and the dollar rate, because they will charge you the shipping fee in dollar. They charge you the shipping fee in dollar. So you like it or not, that's when you see if people are lamenting dollar, 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 they know what is happening. If dollar goes up, the shipping fee goes up. So the exchange rate has swapped. And let's pause here, then move back. I just remember that I have to mention the RMB or yuan, the Chinese currency as well. So we call it RMB or yuan. So just for example, because you have to be converting from China currency to naira before you can buy. So we call it RMB. Okay. So move back to the shipping part, the shipping rate. So the shipping rate can be like um $6.5 per kg. That per kg we will be charging you $6.5 per 1 kg. So if someone import just 2 kg now, so that's 6.5 multiplied by 2. You get it in dollar, then they now multiply it by the dollar rate. So if as of that time dollar is 500 naira, fine. If as of that time dollar is 1.5, fine. So that's where you see when they are trying to import or they are trying to restock, dollar rates play a crucial part in the landing cost of the goods. So it can either increase the whole stock or what's it called, reduce it. So that's on uh, China importation, just how it is. There's nothing special about it than just knowing the details on how to go about it and having the right uh, contact to connect with. Okay, and like I said earlier, instead of you doing the fresh shopping, if someone already have the shipping, already have the direct contact, you can easily just collect it or contact the contact without doing all this stress of knowing if they are real or not. And that being said, anything that you'll be doing, so far you are doing it for the first time, you are importing for the first time, you have to test the market first. Any product that you are bringing in, so far you are just bringing it in. You are not advised to just bring a lot of them in like that and the open God will help you sell them. That's not how marketing works. Not concerning God, concerning say you buy, strategize, not concerning that one. So you have to be very strategic about it. So I've talked about that and I'll move to pricing marketing as well because the pain point will be if you even get out to import, then how do you sell them to make profit? Remember, you are trying to learn how to import, or maybe you are trying to import just to make profit. And you will make that profit if you sell. If you do not sell, nothing like profit. If they do not buy from you, you need people. All of us need people. All of us need customer. Without customer, no business will move. So selling is a number of selling is a number of is a game of numbers. Sorry. So the higher people buy from you, the more profit you make. So that's why they will, if you want to buy something from someone that they can say, okay, fine, oh, if you buy 100 pieces, you will sell at 4,000 naira each. But if you just buy two pieces, it's 665. They know what they are doing. So instead of gaining one K on each, they can just reduce their profit to like maybe 200 naira per one. So that's how that one goes. So on pricing your product, because a lot of people does not know how to price. Yes, that's what some of the mistake that upcoming people make. You just see a product and feel like, as soon as I just import it 2,000 naira, then I can just add 100 naira now and sell it to one. No, that's not how it goes. Because one, you'll be spoiling markets for other people who are already inside their business. That's it. That's number one. Number two, you will not be making a lot of gain as you should, because you think cheap products will attract a lot of customers. That's not how it works, because each product has its own market. If someone is selling at 2,000 naira, they have market that they are serving. Someone that is selling at 28,000 naira, they have market that is selling. Someone that is, we have people that are selling diamond. We have people that are selling. They have their own. Have you ever seen all these Lamborghini? They do advert. They don't do advert. People that want to buy them, they know their office. They know where to go. That's how it works. They don't say people will go back. They don't take front of all the social media. They don't get that time. Ehen. So that being said, pricing is very important. One of them, the method of knowing the price of it is to do survey of that. If someone already selling that product, you can just spy on them, check Instagram, all these big handles that are already selling it. How much are they selling? Because you have to be competing inside the market price for that product. You don't want to go low, you don't want to go too high. So any price that you set you should be in the middle. And you can also use Jumia too, because a lot of people will list products on Jumia or GG. So you can use that. It's a very perfect example on how to know how much to price your product. So if it's something like maybe a product that they have not been selling in the market before, you can just use this 50%, 100%, or even 300% pricing rule. You can go as high as 300% of your product price on some products. There are some products like that if you buy them 200 naira, you can sell as high as 1,000 naira. That's how far they can be. And there are some that if you buy at 200 naira, you just have to sell at 300 naira, just like half of the amount you buy it. So you are making half the profits, like have the capital fee. And there are some that you can just double it. If you buy it 2K, you sell it 4K. If you buy it 2,000 naira, you sell it 5,000 naira. That's like 150%. Depends on what works for you at that time and what the market. You know, all these things are just normal demand and supply. How scarce that thing is, and how much people are willing to spend on that particular product. So that's on pricing. And on marketing. Okay, I mentioned earlier that if you are someone that that is already into all this offline stuff, you might not really care about online. So your own is to just stock up goods, buy your stuff, then people will walk into your store, because there are some offline this thing that there are marketplaces that the leads that will be coming in, the target audience that will be coming in, they are walk-in customer. Like, let's say for example now, if you want to buy, let's say, okay, streetwear, or maybe all these children wears also, there is a popular market in your place, like your hometown, that when you are looking for this particular product, this is the market that you go to. So people that have shop in that market now, they don't need to worry much about who is coming to buy, because they know that that kind of market is doing the promotion for them already. What they will just do is when people comes in, they just have to do a little marketing of they have to attract them to them. They'll come, we have Oga come, we have trouser. Oga come, we have. They are not doing any special marketing on you going there. It's not that you heard about them on the radio, but you know that when you pass through this particular area, they are selling this. So that's offline marketing for you. But on the online, on the other stuff, different strategy, because marketing is going more, like it's going more deep than a simple thing that people can just come up now has become marketing. Like simple thing that you will be like, "Ah, this thing is not even up to what I'm doing, but it's gaining more attention." Because when you look at online, one thing you have to discover is all these things related to psychology. I did not open my phone to be sell to. I'm not coming online for me to come and buy. That's not my aim. I just want to scroll my TikTok, scroll my Instagram, and laugh. That kind of thing. So if your own marketing now keep pushing, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy, that's where problem will come in. So you have to create your marketing content in a way that it will relate with what is going on social media at as of that time or online generally. So if it is a trading sound that is going that time, jump on it. If it is a sign, if it is a maybe slogan that is going on, jump on it. So that when your content comes in, it will relate with other content that is already there, and it will not just be looking like, okay, this person wants to sell to us. That kind of stuff. So that's how it goes on marketing. And all you can use social media, different platforms, social media, TikTok. TikTok will give you normal organic one without, you know, without spending a lot. You can also do, what's it called? You can also do Instagram adverts, because I am someone that use Instagram. I've been using Instagram for a while now, and I choose Instagram because it's working for me. That's how Instagram works for you, because there are some people that prefer Facebook or both, but I'm not that kind of Facebook person. So if I choose Instagram, then okay, I want to navigate to Instagram. Then any platform that you choose online to market your product, you want to make sure that you are exploring that platform and you know the in and out of that platform. If it is Instagram, then you want to know how to create reels. You want to know your page setup, your bio optimization, and you want to know about how to run Instagram adverts. Also, all these join together, you have to spice up your WhatsApp as well. Okay, you just don't want people to, because what the thing is that all those simple stuff that you post, it shape how people see you online. That's why you can easily be deceived by what I post. I can be posting something and I'm something else, or I'm doing something else. So when you know that, then your content, what you are feeding people, what people are seeing you posting, then they want to. And there is something about posting. If someone is posting bag on a daily basis, or every content about that person is about bag, I'm alone, I'm thinking of buying bag, then that person name will come to my mind. It's not that I see that person post as of that time, but they are consistent with it and they are doing it. Then when I think of that, what they are doing, marketing as of that time is they are trying to engrave their brand name into your score. That don't worry. That's why all these big brands, you cannot compete with them in time of marketing. They are not doing it. They are come and register now. No, they are just doing that. No problem. Anytime you think of using so brand, you have to come to us. Anytime of using so that kind of stuff on marketing. So marketing done with content creation. So when you choose to sell online, when you choose to set up a business online, either you want to use WhatsApp, Instagram, or let's say website as well. There are people that are big enough that they can use their website or all these influencers that they can just promote their product easily. You get it? So okay, so the bio optimization is you setting up your bio in a way that once I enter your page on Instagram, I already know what you are doing. I already know what you are on Instagram for. You are a public figure, it is there. They are selling wig and pants, it is there. They are selling smartwatch, is already there. Anything that I can just know what you are doing with within a few sentences that you put there. And if you want me to click a link or maybe direct me to your WhatsApp, it's already there too. So that's the whole stuff of you reporting and how you can venture into it. You learn how it works, get the right contact, start selling. You choose a niche, of course, because you just don't want to, be guessing what to sell. So you choose a niche. You might already be selling a particular product that you just need the right supplier and you need to buy them more cheap. Then you can also do that as well. So this what most people are doing. And um, before question comes in, there is something we call pre-order too. I know a lot of people also know about pre-order. So pre-order is just a marketing strategy under importation. If you do not know how to import, you cannot do pre-order. So that pre-order is just a way of you gathering capital for your business. So let's say um, you you want to start now, but you do not have a lot of capital, or you are scared of who and who will buy from you. So you can actually just start pre-order and receive payments on pre-order, like you receive payment before the goods comes in. So if people already trust you, they can just say, okay, oh, you can just say, instead of paying 5,000 naira, pay 4,500 or pay 4,000 naira pending when the goods will arrive. So they are literally paying that money because they want to get it more cheap. So you can tell them these goods when it arrives, it is 10,000 naira. But if you can pre-order it now, you get it at the rate of 8,000 naira. So they can wait for that maybe a month or two just for them to get it that cheap. So that's on pre-order. So my coach, please, I don't know if you have any contribution, you can say then you can take in question and know.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Olamilekan. I'm so grateful for this eye-opening presentation. Do you have questions before our speaker continues? Okay, thank you, Dr. Abigail, for the. So if you have questions, can you unmute your mic, raise up your hand as we always do, and then unmute your mic and ask question. Questions? Okay, Mr. Babatunde, please go ahead. Can you unmute your mic? Mr. Babatunde, can you unmute your mic so we can hear you speak to us?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for the lecture. Sorry, I would like to type it and send it because I'm in a noisy place. So I will prefer to type it and send. Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Just type the question, sir. Yes, we can hear you. Type the question. Okay, so while Mr. Babatunde is typing his question, is anyone with question? You need clarification on anything? Okay, Dr. Abigail, please go ahead and ask your question.
Well done, sir. Thanks so much for that insightful presentation. Please, is it mandatory for me to register with CAC before importing goods? As in, all just all this fan, like take for instance, just fan or maybe 20 pieces. Must I register that their name? Because as you're just talking about it, I'm just thinking about another side hustle. But I don't know, must I register that one as well, aside what I have initially?
CAC just normal brand. Mostly why people do it is like my own now. When I register my own, it's not that maybe I'm doing business on that. I just want to use it for bank account opening. That time that I open my own. So CAC, you can do it in different way that you just register your brand name. So that question can lead to if you need a license before you import. So that thing is, you don't need any license. You can just wake up today that, okay, I want to start importing this machine. So far, government does not ban that product. Take note. Or they did not give a company monopoly of importing that kind of. So like Nigeria now, for example, you cannot import cement. You cannot import cement into the country because that power or the money is only given to some few people like Dangote and the rest. So you cannot wake up one day and say you are not using Dangote cement again or you are not using Elephant cement again. No, you cannot do that unless government change that policy. So for instance, that cement now, so but registering with CAC first is not a must. You can just register to give your business, like if you are doing it online, now to give you more credibility. You want people to know that okay, you are legit, you are registered with CAC. So when they see that okay, you are registered with CAC, they will feel more secure, like okay, you are traceable to some extent. So it's a yes or no stuff. You can most people that do it doesn't have CAC. Like all these normal vendors, they don't have, but you can still have it if you be trading in large quantity, or maybe you want to be supplying a certain company. Let's say they are maybe monthly equipment that they use, or maybe yearly. I don't know how that goes, but that anything that involve you signing contract also, you can try to register CAC to give your brand name and business more credibility online.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Abigail, I hope he has answered your question.
Okay,
Yes,
that
for him.
okay, ma'am.
So, sir, Mr. Olamilekan, Mr. Babatunde has dropped his question. So the first question he said, have you ever had problems with SON? I think that's Standard Organization of Nigeria since you have started importing to the country. Then the second, should we take one after the other because he asked about three questions?
Yeah, I can see the question.
Oh, you can see it. Okay, great.
Yes, let me take them one by one. Like it is related to what I just said right now, like earlier now, that once what you are importing is not going against government policy, you are safe. Like you are not import because there are list of products that you cannot import to. Do you get it? There are list of products that it's not just because you can import and you import anything. No, there are certain restrictions on some products that you cannot just bring in. If you buy those products, you remember I said you have to buy inside China and deliver to them before they now bring it to Nigeria. So you can pay for that product and they deliver to the person that will receive it, but it will remain out that particular goods will enter the country. So you already paid the supplier, not to consign the supplier again if you receive it or not again. You already delivered to that particular location that you sent in. So once that product is not contradicting the government policy or anything, if it is importable, you can import anything importable. That's on that. So no issue like you are trying to import something that will harm you or maybe make government suspicious of you. Like let's say like firearm now, all these firearm or toy, this is their level or a certain restriction on them that you cannot just import anything like that kind of thing. So so I've not have any issue with any government business that I started importing, and most of my students doesn't have because we don't go through we don't pass our boundary, and you are just trying to sell. So you are trying to sell what is legal. Remember, legal. So we are not doing any back end business or black market. No. Legal and is moving the market. That's what we are after. So how do we avoid being scammed? So like I said earlier, if someone already has what's it called, the contact of what you want to buy, because we have thousands of products, so it's not just easy. Like as an importation coach too, it's not easy for me to have all the contact of the products, like because there are too many. So what we do during the years is that some of the products that we have seen people importing or they have already imported from them, and those suppliers already prove that they are legal or they are reliable, then we will save their contact and use them. So like in my China importation course now, I have like 150 of them, like almost 150 on different products like that. So there are sometimes that you as a person that want to join or buy my course, your product of interest might not be in that list. But I'm not selling the list to you. I'm selling how you can also start, like search for anything. You can just wish on anything. And there is something that you can even customize your product to. That's what we call private labeling. I forgot to talk about that. Private labeling. All those big brands that you will see that a laptop can come and they will engrave their name, or let's say wristwatch. Yes, wristwatch now can come in your brand name, or let's say all these. Okay, this is a perfect example. Or if you are a Christian, you know all these Redeemed Church wristband.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
that kind of product is being made in China.
Wow.
Do you get it? That
Okay.
product alone, if you are if it is a private person that is what's it called? If it is a private person that handle that kind of production, or they give you as an importer to handle it, you are already a billionaire, because Redeem have the audience. Thousands of people will buy that wristband that you see, but it is private, or the church use it, the religious center use it, all these parties use it as well, or public organization, anything they use it. So there are people that all these things are customized based on your demand. They are being done in China, so you can decide that, okay, this particular brand, we want to make an album of, let's say, 50,000 pieces. So that's one of the opportunity that China gives you. Even these people they will do free sample for you, because they are ready to do business. That's what they do. They want to do business, real business. So that kind of stuff. So when you know your way around it, like if I want to explore um any other product than what I'm already selling, because I limit what I sell so it will not distract me from my online activity, that kind of stuff. So if I want to explore any other products now, then what I will do is market survey, and I will import from 2 or 3 suppliers from China to know. I will not tell them I'm buying them to test them. I will just buy like a regular person. I'm just trying. So once they deliver, then I stick to the one that deliver the best products for me. That's just simple way. So in my China course, I like explain with example. You are just seeing my face now, but that I go practical and show all these websites out there, so that kind of stuff. And he said, can we buy directly from the company or intermediary? If you are dealing with China, you are buying directly from the company. That's if because there are many of them as well. There are many drop shippers. That's why I don't like using AliExpress. I did not mention AliExpress since we start.
Yeah.
AliExpress, I don't like it because there are a lot of dropshippers there. And I don't blame them. They are also doing their business. Dropshipper, they will set up a shop on AliExpress, upload the product like they are the real manufacturer, then you will order through their store. Once you order through their store, they will collect your order, register it, and now go to the manufacturer that will send it to your address. They already get their cut. They don't leave their house. That's what the dropshippers do. So you as an importer, you are trying to cut those shortcuts. You want to deal with the right person, the right manufacturer to get the best price.
And that way it will be cheaper, right?
Cheaper. That's the one we are talking about. I don't want to buy from this market again. I want to get it from where this market are getting it from. And when you are planning to do that, that means you are also you are ready to purchase in the power there, because there are sometimes that it's not that you do not know where they are getting it to, but you do not have that purchasing power. There are people that are buying millions of naira, and your capital is just less than one. You cannot back to that competing. You cannot compete price with that kind of business, because you know that even though you are buying now, supplier will give them best price because they are buying 1,000 pieces once, and you are buying 100 pieces once. It's very simple. The rule of the business: the higher you buy, the lower you pay. It's very simple arithmetic. We all know that. If I buy more, I get more discount. It's very simple and straightforward. So,
thank you so much. That's awesome.
Help me ask him.
Okay, Mr. Babatunde, have your questions been answered?
I don't know if it's even available. So.
Mr. Babatunde, has your question been answered? Okay, any other question before our speaker continues? Okay, he said yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So
any other question? Okay, you can continue, sir. Maybe they still don't have the question yet.
Okay, so I've talked on that you can import from any other country too. That we are just using China as an example. So other countries that you can import from, like if you want to go to into Uma Air and Kids Wear, Vietnam, like Vietnam. You can also import air from China as well. Okay. So Vietnam for that. If you want to go to into children wears and men clothing, Bangladesh. If you want to go into um, children and other tours, all these popular brands, all these Luxury brand, BC, Balenciaga, and all those stuff that are branded clothes, you can try Turkey for that. Because there is a certain time that you cannot import all these popular brands from China. They will ban it. So I don't know their what's it called, the state they are on that, but there is a time like that that they are restricting importing from China specifically. But if it is from Turkey now, you are free to do that. So from Turkey as well too, you can get let's say underwears, you can get perfume oil as well. So when I'm starting the lecture at that time, I talk about why China, like they have diverse product stuff and you can just pick more product option from it. So I have courses on like 4 years, like 3 to 4 country: China, Turkey, Bangladesh, and Vietnam. Okay, so from what I've explained earlier, you can decide on what to go for based on your product choice. Do you get it? And I have full details on how they all go. I have full details on each course, and also on marketing too. I will just leave marketing to my Oga at the top there, so they can talk. She can talk more on the marketing for you. You get so me based on when I first start, right? When I first start all this online stuff, I have a brand I'm running, printing brand. So when I come to this online stuff, I believe that okay, you have to also know into or more about marketing. So there are a lot of things that I do that I don't help people do, or I do not preach that I do them, because I realize I can't just put everything together. I will not concentrate and be productive on them. As I can set up websites, but I can't just tell people I can set up website. I don't feel like doing it for so. And most people that want to do it, they don't have what it takes. So if I start charging you, like, it will be like you do not know what you are paying for. And if someone does not know what he or she is paying for, you will look like a scam. Like, just want to call it, what the hell? Like, so I just restrict my ability to some certain things. Like, okay, let me just be strict with this and drop content and that kind of stuff. So that's it. If you want to know more about my course, you can check my Instagram bio, Importation Blueprint 2. You can check it. And if you want to chat me on WhatsApp as well, you can write my phone number down.
Yeah.
So
please do share it.
You can chat me on WhatsApp. So 080
080
yeah, 63
63
80
80
4494.
4494.
Yeah. So
It has been sent to the chat. Please
okay,
take down his number so you
so
can
you
what
talk
if
more.
the okay.
So any other question, ma? Am I free?
Hey, Dr. Abigail asked the question. Please, can you give us a list of credible sites you know in China? I think maybe that's where his masterclass we have to come in, but let him be the one to talk about that.
No, I've talked about that too. I've talked about 168 and Alibaba. I deal with those two, 168 and Alibaba. I said they have others too, but the one that I deal with, we have Taobao, we have Pinduoduo, we have AliExpress. Do you get it? But each of them have their own how they work, and they are very complex. Do you get it? So if you don't know how each website works, you might fall a victim. So that's when like people that knows about that particular site comes in, that we are already exploring the website, we know what and what on the website, and we can actually guide you on what you can Alibaba. And the third mode of buying, that if someone already have a contact of product that you want to buy, then you can actually just get that contact and go to that straight to the store. And if you also have a contact as well, it's just, if I give you, if as a beginner, if I give you a supplier's contact now, you might not be able to buy from the person, because why? Once that supplier says that you are talking like a novice, or you are relating with him like a novice that does not know what you want or how to deal with your supplier, they will not reply you. They will just, yes, they will not reply you because they feel like you are just wasting their time.
Wow.
So that's the simple guidance that is there. Just okay, how to talk to a supplier, how to navigate this, getting the right agent to work with. But there are a lot of scam, people there. As you are doing it right, that you want to, help people to achieve a particular result, they are also exploring that opportunity too. That okay, this where people are going now, then we can explore it as well. So you have to be very careful in anything that we do with online stuff. So that does it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Olamilekan. Please, let's unmute our mic like we always do and say a big thank you to our speaker for this wonderful presentation and taking our time to answer our questions. Please unmute your mic and let's say a big thank you to our speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. See you
Thank
guys.
you. Okay, so bye, sir. Thank you. Let me remove you from being a coach so you can leave the meeting.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So removed you from being a co-host. Okay, so House, thank you so much for staying to this moment. I'm sure we got a lot of value. So Dr. Abigail, looking forward to bringing, maybe the fun. You can always reach out to him on WhatsApp. He's ready to help you out on that. And now I'm going to be giving announcements. Please, some of us, we are yet to drop our social media handles on WhatsApp. By next week, Monday, I wouldn't be waiting for anybody again. I'm starting out on the content creation challenge. And only those that have participated or that have opened their account will be able to participate in this. Because I don't know, if you create content, where do you want to post it? Except only those handles. So please, so that we can all get value for the purpose of this 21 days challenge, open your social media account. My team member, Mr. Shegun, has reached out to almost everyone that has not opened their social media, asking them where they have challenges, and kindly make use of the opportunity to respond to him. And for the others that have dropped their social media and you've not followed other persons, please do go to try to go back to the group and follow people on their social media handles. Yes, and as usual, I would like to introduce myself to everybody on this platform again. My name is Tommy, with the brand name, The Business Health Expert. When it comes to promoting your business online using videos and digital marketing, I am your go-to person. And when it comes to automating the processes in your business, such as inventory management, accounting, HR processes, using software, I am your go-to person. And for those persons that said, oh, social media and my social media pages is a bit difficult and all of that, my team and I do offer services in that regard. So you can do us reach out and we will discuss on where you want us to come in, and we are ready to offer our service to you. And please don't forget to refer other persons. Mr. Olusegun, you said you are going to refer people. I'm expecting your referrals. Don't forget to invite other persons to this. I believe you are all getting value. I appreciate those that are giving good reviews about this 21 days challenge. Is very encouraging. I want you to extend this to other persons to benefit from it as well. So, and lastly, I want to also let you know that from next week as well, I'll be doing a one-on-one call with everybody, asking them about the area, talking to them about their business, and trying to look into their business and see where they need to improve. So kindly expect we'll schedule the calls for throughout the whole many days. So I need to bring in someone. We schedule the course throughout the whole 21 days. So please bear that in mind. And is there another thing I want to say? And if you're looking out to starting any business, you remember we are bringing people to talk up to us about other aspects of business. And if you're looking out to start any business, you can reach out. We'll put you through on either we connect you or we even put you through based on according to the scope of knowledge we have. So thank you so much for staying to this night. You have a wonderful night rest. Let me hear you say bye to me. Bye.
Bye. Thank
Oh,
you so
bye.
much.
Thank
All
you.
right. Good night. Good
Amen.
night.
Amen.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.